Welcome back, YouTube. What is going on? My name is Nicole. If you are not subscribed, please hit the my goodness, it is too early. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe. If you aren't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you. We do weird things on my channel. If you go look through my history, I do special effects. I do crafts. I do beauty, nails, yeah, just a little bit of everything. Today, however, I decided I was gonna paint this, or I guess draw on it. Yesterday it was just a normal little terracotta pot, and I decided it was ugly. So we're gonna paint it. Little backstory from me. I'm not from the country. I am currently living in the country, but I'm not from the country. I am from the Toronto area, and on my Facebook I keep seeing a lot of people posting just these pictures of homesteads and the life that they want. So pictures of clothes lined up and rain and chickens, and that's the life I'm living, guys. And it is also a life that you can live too, so I don't know why you're just sharing pictures of it. Go do it. Life is short, just go do it. Anyways, I wanted this pot to be white, but I couldn't find white. I looked all over the house. I know I have a white paint, I just couldn't find it, so I did it yellow. But I wanted it white because I wanted it to have cow prints on it, and that was just gonna be yellow with cow prints on it, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna look up what cow prints look like, because I don't know. Yes, it still has dirt in it because this had an aloe plant in it, but the aloe plant fell on the floor yesterday when we rearranged this room that I'm in, and then I had to sweep it up. So basically, the normal day starts at, well, whenever the sun rises. So typically lately the sun rises around, I want to say 5:02, 5:03. We usually set the alarms for that early, just because we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of animals and just a lot of stuff to be done before the sun comes out. You also want to get up super early to water your plants. At 5 a.m. we get up, and we usually take turns, me and Ben. So sometimes he'll grab the bucket and sometimes I'll grab the bucket, and what we have to do is go out and find water. Luckily we have a river out here, just because we don't have running water here. We're out in the middle of nowhere and we don't have running water, and then I usually make him do that because it's pretty heavy to bring up a whole thing of running water. And then I grab a basket and I go forage for berries because we don't have any grocery stores here, so we have to kind of make do with what we have. And last week I grabbed these berries and I came back and I was making pancakes with them, but then we found out that they were poison berries, and then Ben had to go to the hospital and it was this big ordeal. I'm kidding. I'm lying. That is not what a day in my life is like. Here's a more realistic look at what a day in my life is. I'd say we get up around 7. And basically at 7, I lay around and look at all my social media. Honestly, it usually takes me and Ben a while to get out of bed, just because we're not the biggest morning people, but I'm also not a big night person. I don't know what I am. I'm a confused pigeon. Once one of us gets out of bed, it's usually time for, we need more crackers? Okay, crackers. Okay, we have a cracker emergency. I'll be back. While Sawyer sings a song of his people, I'm going to continue. So once one of us decides to get our butts out of bed, we go make the coffee. We use a French press and we grind whole beans. And now that I've been drinking coffee this way, I can't go back to the ground stuff in the coffee maker. It's just not as good. It tastes like water. After that, breakfast usually doesn't happen for me because I usually just drink coffee until it's lunchtime, and then I'll get hangry, and then I'll wonder why I'm hangry and realize it's because I didn't eat. Then it comes time for the animals, and Ben usually takes care of most of the animals. He goes out, and it's funny because when you go out, the chickens will all run to you and they swarm around you and they just cluck, and they're all just excited because you're getting up and they know that they're gonna be fed. And I actually do get up and do the seeds in the morning because that is an actual thing. You can burn your plants. Yeah, so usually in the morning I try to figure out what I'm gonna do with my day, and it usually starts out with chores, let's be honest. I like to get the cleaning done in the morning, as well as dinner prep, and then laundry, if it needs to be done, gets done in the morning so that I can go outside and hang up all of the clothes on the clothesline. After that, I try to keep myself busy. I kind of ponder around my seeds for a little bit because honestly, I know I said this in my last video. If you guys have not seen my last video, you can go check it out. It is the introduction to my garden series where I show you what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I did say last week that this year is a whole lot of learning, and it has been a whole lot of learning. So far, me and Ben have had successes, we've had fails, some baby animals born, we have lost some baby animals. Some of them were kind of sad. We recently lost one of my favorite bunnies, and we kind of think that the dog down the road might have gotten him. The funny thing about our bunnies is that we try to keep them in with the chickens in the chicken coop. So we have cages in the chicken coop for all of the bunnies. But they're smarter than you think they are. They usually find a way of, oh my goodness guys, they usually find a way of getting out. One of our bunnies, Thumper, he's really good at figuring out how to get out of his cage. But yes, we had a bunny, his name was Jack, and he is nowhere to be found. When they get out of their cages, they don't usually go far. They go around the property. They always go back to the coop. Yeah, but this time, however, we haven't seen poor little Jackie in a few days. So there is quite a large dog that lives down the street, and I'm sure you can fit those two pieces together, but Sawyer, I like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I like it. And I kind of like that it's yellow. See, sometimes you can't find the white paint for a reason. I like it. What else do I do in a day? I do a lot in a day, honestly. I'm the type of person that Sawyer, anyways, I am the type of person that, I like to make things on my own. Hence why I am painting cow spots on a old ugly plant pot. But that means foods I like to make from scratch. So that is another reason why I'm actually really excited for the garden, because that means not only is our food made from scratch, but it's also made from plants that we planted right outside, so you know exactly what goes into your food. But we are the type of household that we make things from scratch. So don't buy breads, sometimes bagels, but I should start actually making my own bagels because it's not that hard. It's just time consuming. I want to just loop right back. Me and Ben do a lot of work. He is usually busy filming and stuff because he does that full time. So I try to, one, keep the house kind of tidy, but it's hard with a toddler. Any of you guys that have toddlers would know that it is hard. Go outside, we feed the animals. I have a bunny beside me. She gets a lot of just scraps from cooking. Try to make everything from scratch. We're trying to, I don't know the proper wording for this, but consume less, create more? That sounds like eating. That's not what I mean. I mean, we are trying to buy less from big stores, make it ourselves, or buy locally. I guess in all my rambles today, I can just conclude that I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot in the past few months, and I've learned a lot about myself, and just the old bad mindsets I used to be in, and yeah. So, I'm gonna call that done for today. Thank you for watching me. It means a lot to me. If you guys haven't